Hey Scorpio, what's going on everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot and welcome to your May 2023 tarot reading. How are you? I hope all is well. Just want to mention guys before we get started, if you're interested in personal services, products, and so much more, feel free to check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. It's going to be the first link in the description box below. I do want to mention that there is currently a spring sale going on from now until the end of May, so if you want to get yourself 20% off a 15-minute personal reading with me, feel free to use code POPPIN, POPPIN, for 20% off at checkout, okay? But without further ado, hello, what is going on, Scorpio? And let's see what's popping here for you. Starting out with the overall energy of your month of May, let's begin. Two of Swords. Having to make a choice could be a difficult one for some of you because typically with the Two of Swords, you feel like you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place here, jumping into May. So difficult choices, tricky situations is what I'm seeing for some of you. Having a look into your current situation, we got here the Hierophant, followed up with the Five of Swords, and followed up here with the Page of Wands as well. So Hierophant, Five of Swords, Page of Wands coming in here too. You want to be loyal to someone or something, but at the same time, it's very difficult when your interest is pulling you elsewhere. But I also feel like there's a big reason behind why your interest is pulling you elsewhere, you know? You're not getting value out of your situation is what it looks like to me, Scorpio. Like, for example, if it's a person, it's like, I'd like to be loyal to this person, but if I'm not getting value from them, or maybe the person you're dealing with is kind of like turning into a really negative, nasty energy, it's like at the end of the day, why would I want to continue to be loyal to somebody like that when Page of Wands, excuse me guys if I have to pause a bunch today, bear with me, I'd appreciate it. But Page of Wands, it's like, why would I want to continue to be around somebody or be loyal to somebody if there's something else to be interested in? You know, if somebody here is nasty, I'd rather be around people who are positive, right? If some sort of situation is frustrating me, I'd rather do something that's more appealing and fun, you know? So jumping into May, it's like you're really shifting and switching your focus because something here that you do have this certain sense or level of loyalty to is not capturing your attention anymore. It's not in capturing energy of fun and capturing energy of positivity. It feels like it's a lot of stress. You know, for some of you, this could be coming from the career space as well. Maybe you're getting very frustrated with your career and it's like, I don't know, man, all these other jobs or all these other different types of career paths, they seem more fun. They seem more, passionate, or maybe you feel more passionate for newer types of careers in reference to what you're doing right now. So something here is definitely creating frustration for you. And I think you're getting to that point where it's like, fuck, because I need to make a choice. It's like, do I stay or do I go? I think one of the hardest things, though, that you have to choose between is for the fact that loyalty is at play. You have been devoted. You have given a lot of your time, a lot of your energy to either a person or a situation here. And that's what makes it so difficult to leave it behind. If it's a job, it's like, I've been at this job respectfully for so many years, I can't just walk away from it. Maybe you've been at a job for so many years and it has been fulfilling. It's been a fantastic time, but now it's starting to become more frustrating than it's ever been. And it's like, well, maybe if I wait, things can change. Maybe if I wait, this can become a totally different experience. But at the same time, it just hasn't been a good time. So I don't know. Has things truly changed? Has this job become unfulfilling and it's never going to get back to a positive place? Has this relationship just hit a point where it's not going to recover? You're wondering to yourself, is there a future still in what you have devoted yourself to and pledged your loyalty to? Has it permanently changed, or is it just a bump in the road? This is where a lot of the confusion lies. So, of course, this is what I'll clarify for you in hopes to make a little bit of a better decision, or in hopes to ease your decision choice and your decision making here at this time. Now, tell me about the Hierophant. Let's get right into business. Tell me about the Hierophant. Is this situation or person for Scorpio worth continuing to commit to? Okay, let's take a look. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is the card here that does say explore new options and try new things. It is a card here of taking flight and seeing what else is out there. And of course, it's about going with where your interest is, and your interest has been somewhere else. So automatically, I'm already getting for you, Scorpio, that it's probably not worth continuing to pledge devotion or loyalty to this person or situation. You're probably better off exploring options in the future. Yeah, we have here the Magician. New things are certainly manifesting for you. New scenarios and new paths are certainly opening up here for you. And I think it's probably worth it to explore your options jumping into the month of May. what's going to happen here? What's going to be the most likely outcome if Scorpio continues to kind of stay involved in this commitment and this devoted energy towards something? We have here Judgment, and we also have here the Chariot. Yeah, I think that ultimately, even if you end up giving this situation a chance once more with a Judgment card, you're still going to end up moving forward here with the Chariot. So I'm kind of getting that feeling, Scorpio, where it's like, even if you choose to stay, inevitably you're probably still going to go, all right, in May 2023. So definitely go for the new thing, go for what's piquing your interest now, go for the new beginning. It's probably going to turn out a lot better than where you're currently at. Excuse me. Like I said, guys, please bear with me today with my throat. Really, really would appreciate it. So yeah, I'm feeling embracing the new. Okay, let's have a look here and see what you got to be aware about in May 2023. What does Scorpio need to be aware about this month? Coming into the month of May. First card out, we have here, well, we got two cards. We got here the World, and we have here the Empress. Okay. So in reference to what you need to be aware about here is that new beginnings are on the horizon for you, and there's more growth in these new beginnings than you can imagine. So I feel like what's on the other side, what's basically beyond the horizon, is really going to work out for you here. World card says it's time to close a cycle that's already been closed. I think you've already been decided, Scorpio. Two of Swords, the only reason you've been confused is you've been trying to give a situation you've been devoted to the benefit of the doubt, but I think deep down inside, you've already made up your mind. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes we'll say that, oh, I'm trying to figure it out, but we already know the truth. The truth is resonating to the being of our core, okay? Or the core of our being. There you go. Mercury retrograde, right? So you already kind of know the truth. You already kind of know you want to go in this new interest, in this new direction, but you've been trying to give a benefit of the doubt here to your past. Now, Empress card here, like I said, a lot of fulfillment, going to be a lot of growth in the new beginning that you attain. Okay, what else do we have here that Scorps need to be aware about? Queen of Swords coming in here for you, and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, I think that right now, the only path to clear happiness and the only path to clear fulfillment is going to have to be going to where you're interested in and going to where you want to be. This month in May is not the time to be giving anybody or giving any situation or any situations the benefit of the doubt. It's about having to go with what fulfills you. So use your discernment, use your intuition, and make sure you're going in the right direction. Four of Wands. If you keep that energy up, if you keep on using your discernment and working and going towards the things that you're actually passionate about at this time, it's going to create a stable new environment for you that you're very much so going to enjoy. So Scorpios, once again, we're getting that reaffirming energy of going for the new and no longer staying devoted to a person or to a situation. I think that this month, it's all about going straight forward. And honestly, this month is very straightforward is what I'm hearing for you as well. It's like, don't get caught up in anything else right now that can be distracting, and don't get caught up in any sort of confusion. Do literally what you want. That's what this month is saying to you, Scorp. So it's like, for example, let's say you've been super devoted to this job for years, but a new job came up. You've been super interested in it. It's all you've been thinking about. It's like, if that's what you want, do it. Go apply, try to get that position, see what happens, I really think that despite whatever scenario you're dealing with, if you just go straight for what you want, it's an opportune time to have it, okay? Is what I'm seeing here for Scorpios. All right, let's go ahead and get one more card here for what you need to be aware about. And we have here the Emperor. Yeah, the Emperor card is about control. I think you got to be aware of how much you're in control in your life. Are you in control in reference to how other people react and respond to you? No. Are you in control of anything outside of yourself? No. But what are you in control of? Your actions, your choices, what you choose to do. So don't be afraid to basically enforce your power of choice and do what the hell you want. Okay? All right, Scorpio. Before we move forward to the rest of the messages, I do want to pull out here this Soul's Journey deck real quick and take a look here at what messages Scorpio really needs to hear for the month of May. So what does Scorpio really need to hear for May 2023, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? What messages do Scorpio really need to hear? We have here empathy. It says, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Absolutely. So Scorpios, I think that in reference to this card coming out, you have been pretty empathetic. And I think you have been pretty open to seeing both sides of every situation. In reference to what you've been devoted to, you've took a look at that side, and you've taken a look at the side of your own. I think you've had a lot of empathy. But I think sometimes, though, there's a difference between empathy and then doing things to keep others happy. You don't want to make a choice you regret, serving other people and making them happy, when you truly wanted a different experience out of your life. You know, for example, let's say this is a relationship. You're not feeling it anymore. You want to move on. Person doesn't want to let you go. Yeah, staying in that relationship can make them happy, but it's not going to make you happy. And at the end of the day, it's not going to make them any more happy in the future because they're going to know that somebody's with me or Scorpio's with me, but they don't even want to be with me, right? So I feel like the empathy card showing up here in a way is almost kind of saying, like, listen, you've been empathetic enough. I think it's time here to start choosing you. You know, you have the ability to see both sides, but you still got to do what makes you happy at the end of the day. All right, let's get one more card for what Scorpio needs to hear right now. And we have here grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. I think that ultimately you can appreciate, the good times you've had with whatever this is you've been devoted to for many years or for however long you have been. I think you can appreciate the good times for what they were, but allow yourself to appreciate the new opportunity coming in of what comes next. So for May 2023, one thing about grief I want to mention too is that sometimes it is hard letting go because we worry about the grief of others. Being a water sign, we're always very concerned about how we affect other people. And I think that to a certain extent, Scorpio, or to a certain degree, there might be a part of you that is worried how you're affecting someone else. If you're leaving a job behind, maybe you had a great relationship with your boss and you might be worried about that and worried about them finding a replacement. You might be grieving for them in a way. If you're leaving a relationship, you might be worried about how the other person's going to feel and that, it sucks knowing that they're going to be heartbroken and it hurts. But it's like at the end of the day, remember that you have your own level of grief, but you need to allow them to grieve themselves, okay? So don't be afraid or don't feel afraid to take a step back and let people do what they need to do on their own. And also allow yourself to grieve and let go, because even if you are a person choosing to leave something behind, you still go through grief in a way as well, okay? So let yourself remember the good times and cherish them for what they were, but get ready here for new opportunities as they're getting ready to flow on in, okay? All right, Scorpio, let's go ahead and hop on into what you can expect throughout the rest of your May 2023. So what can Scorpio expect here throughout the rest of May? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. First card out, Seven of Swords. Interesting. We'll clarify that in a bit. We have here the Ten of Cups. We have here the Ace of Cups. And we have here the Wheel of Fortune. Why did we get the Seven of Swords? What's the Seven of Swords about for Scorpios throughout the rest of May? What's the Seven of Swords about? And we have here the Ten of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. I think that to a certain extent, Scorpio, Six of Pentacles here, Ten of Pentacles, these are people that are saying, like, I'm on board with you, doing what makes you happy. I get the feeling here that, like, let's say you're leaving behind a relationship. It's like, person you're dealing with will be like, I support you, I care about you, but it is false support. It's like they're saying it because they want you to be happy, but ultimately they feel otherwise. I'm getting that feeling here of people who don't want to let you go, or situations here that don't want to let you go. I think you're going to be happy nonetheless. I mean, Seven of Swords here, it's not the worst deception in the world if a person lies and wishes you well, even though they secretly wish you would stay. But I think that either way, you're still going to be happy here. That's not going to stop you with the Seven of Swords. So throughout the rest of May, I definitely get that feeling here where people aren't going to let you go, but they're not going to want to, but they are. Okay, so I definitely see that showing up here for you. Now, Ten of Cups here, Ace of Cups. I really feel like you're enjoying your new beginning. There's a lot of fulfillment here to have. Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing in a powerful and positive way. You're glad that cycles have come to a close because new beginnings have truly been born. So in May, you're going to move to that new beginning, guys. You're going to move to wherever you've been interested. If it's a new job, you're getting that job, guys. If it's been a new relationship you wanted to shift to, that new relationship is forming. Where you want to go is exactly where you need to go this month. And I said that very, very much so with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords was super direct. It said this month in May 2023, if you want something, you need to go directly to it. Okay? Go to the source. Okay? If you want something, go directly to it. And then things will start to happen for you. Things will start to manifest. Don't tinker around. Don't take the left path, the right path. Go straight. Okay? Is what's showing up here for you guys at this time. All right, those Scorps. All right, guys, let's look at let's actually look at some advice from the universe. Then we'll close this out with the outcome. So what it is going to be some advice from the universe here for Scorpio. Could be random advice too. Anything that they may need to hear from the universe. What kind of advice do we have here for Scorpio throughout May? We have here the Strength card. We have here the Nine of Pentacles. And we have here the Fool card. Yeah, I just keep getting the feeling, Scorps. And I'm also picking up on this feeling of like maybe the situations you were encountering or previously dealing with had a certain level of codependency. If you're a Scorpio who was in a relationship, that relationship could have been with a partner who was heavily reliant on you. So I feel like the universe is trying to say, it's like, listen, if people have relied on you very heavily, or if people have been codependent, like, it's okay to break away from them. It's okay to be independent now, because they have to learn on their own. You know, even if it hurts them, it's like they have to learn on their own. And what way could a codependent learn to be independent? They would have to be literally no longer enabled in terms of their codependency, right? So I think that to some degree, for some Scorpios watching, you might have even been connecting with a codependent person, whether that was a codependent boss. You know, you might have had a boss who's like, no, you're the best worker ever, I can't let you go. Or you could have had a codependent relationship or friendship, whatever the case may be. So the universe is trying to say, it's like, don't feel afraid, and don't, you know, trip yourself or make yourself feel bad for letting go of somebody who might have been very or too reliant on you, because they have to learn how to be independent one way or another. Okay. So in a way, it's like you're providing them that lesson. Okay. All right, Scorps. Let's hop on into the outcome though. All right. So what's going to be the overall outcome here for Scorpios throughout May 2023? What do we got? I'm hearing it's bitter, but it's so sweet. You know, it's bitter, but it's so sweet. I think you didn't want to hurt another person in the process of walking away, but at the end of the day, you're happy where you're going. Page of Pentacles, you're making the right investments with your time. You're making the right investments with your energy. You know, you're happy to be investing in something new. Three of Pentacles. And whatever new thing you're investing in, it's working out for you guys, 110%. So Scorpios, not a bad month at all. It's just a month of having to get what you want. Three of Cups. So Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. You're going to be happy with the investment you made. You're going to be happy with where you're putting your energy. Yeah, I don't feel like there's much more we need to pull. I mean, Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You're creating a new future. That's awesome. And that's what this whole reading's really about. But yeah, there's not much more to say, guys. I mean, jumping into May 2023, it's really about saying, listen, it might hurt to leave someone behind, or it might hurt to leave the past behind, whatever, you know, you're dealing with. But it's important to make sure you're showing up for yourself right now and what your wants, needs, and desires are. I think that there's something new on your mind. There's something new piquing your interest. And the only way to get there is to take the path straight to it. You know, there's no other way. There's no other way around. You got to take the path straight to what you want. And it feels like it's an opportune time to see it manifest. So Scorpios, best of luck to you guys on your new beginnings and journeys. Happy to see this for you. I hope you guys achieve a lot. And I hope you get to where you really want to go. Don't let anything distract you this month, and don't let anything knock you off course. Stay on the straight path to get to where you need to go. And I think you'll be looking at a wonderful and fantastic month. And I think something's been, you know, meaning to end for a while. It's finally coming to that ending. I do feel like if there's been codependency, you know, in a way, you're kind of giving somebody a lesson here to be more independent as you focus on your independence here right now at this time too. And I think that, you know, really focusing on your own personal path is something that needed to be reinforced for a while as well, because it almost kind of feels to me like, Scorpio, you've been focusing so much on the path of other people or serving other people that you haven't had the time to serve yourself. And now in May, you're going to have that time. Okay. All right, guys, love you very much. Thank you for tuning in. Do hope you enjoyed your reading here for the month of May 2023. Of course, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comment section below. If it resonates, let me know down in the comment section below as well. I do want to mention, if you're new here, consider subscribing, and be more than happy to welcome you here into the Soul family. And guys, if you want to participate in the spring sale, my website's linked down in the first link in the description below. But have a lovely day, Scorpio. Have a great rest of your month, and I'll see you guys later. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.